Hey guys, it's Rebecca with Oyoyo Realty Virtual Properties. So today we'll discuss relocating. First and foremost, I'm from Buffalo, New York, and when my husband and I first decided to relocate, we ended up deciding on Minneapolis, Minnesota, in which he lived for 3 to 4 years of his childhood. So before I would move to Minneapolis, I decided it was only right for us to go visit again to make sure that I'm comfortable with the move as well. So when we first went there, we rented a hotel in the downtown Minneapolis area, and what we did was sightsee. We went to the art museum, we looked at different landmarks, and we wanted to really get a feel for what there was to do in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We went to the local libraries, we traveled from city to city, and we also visited local grocery stores to kind of get a feel for people. Once we did decide, okay, this is the right place for us and our family, we went home and we began planning that in the next few months, yes, we would relocate to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now, I would say in some cases, people do plan and say, hey, I need to have a job before I relocate. So they go and interview, submit resumes, and get a job. But in our case, we just saved from what we had, put in our resignations with our companies, and we had savings from selling our furniture and working, and we decided to move without having employment. Yes, it's great to have a plan and have a job already set, but in this case, we didn't. And we were more than comfortable doing that. So when we did relocate to Minneapolis, we just drove our car from Buffalo, New York into Minneapolis. This way we still have a mode of transportation. When we got there, we stayed in a hotel for a week while we searched for apartments. The best resources that I used was Trulia, the rental section, as well as Zillow, the rental section. And lastly, Craigslist.org. They have Craigslist all over the nation, and I believe in different countries as well. So you can just find the local Craigslist for your specific area or the area in which you plan to move and start contacting people in regards to home rentals. However, make sure to be safe. Contact these people, and if it sounds like a fishy situation, do not go alone, and make other plans and keep searching as well. So from Minneapolis, we lived there for about 2 years, and after that I graduated with my master's degree. I was looking for a different job. Even though I was still working in human resources, I was looking for a different company, but it just didn't seem like it was enough opportunities in Minneapolis, and my husband's cousins lived in the metro Atlanta area. So they were saying, come up here, there's so much to do and there's so many more opportunities available. So I came to visit first, and after visiting and going to church with them, I felt like, oh wow, this is great. I found my church home in 12 Stone, and then I came back down again for another interview, and that's when my husband said, okay, just stay for a few more weeks, and then once our daughter is done with school, I'll take her down there as well. So they came about a month after I did, and they absolutely loved the church. They loved the people, the environment. So we decided to make it our home. We rented for about 6 months. So some people move to a new city and immediately say, okay, I'm moving to a new city, I have to buy a new house. That wasn't the case for us. We rented for about 6 months. Luckily, we were able to find a flexible landlord that allowed us a 6-month lease. And from there, we knew that we wanted to buy a home in Gwinnett County. And that's what we did. Thanks again for tuning in this week. For more information, news, tips, and advice about real estate, feel free to subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions or ever need anything, feel free to reach out to me. My contact details are below. Thanks again, and we will see you for next week's episode.